Hi everyone, I'm just checking that the sound's okay, and I will share a bit. If anyone is online, give me some for the sound. Is it good? How's my hair also? Okay, sounds good. Give me just 1 second to share. We're going quickly to talk about the morning practice. I'm doing coffee. I'm going to explain a little bit about the coffee also. We'll have a bit of fun in the kitchen, then we'll go to the garden. So 1 second to share first. Here I'm sharing. Yes, one. And one more time. Sharing on other group. If anyone is online, say hi. Here one more time. Last one. So tomorrow we'll have the morning practice. We've been thinking about it for a while, Mathilde and I, to share with you guys what we actually do. Our guides also was in a lot of indicating and bit of giving out the guidance to start preparing something universal for everyone to join and learn how you can increase your frequency, what you can do on the morning, something short before you go to work, because I've been in that situation where I have a few 30 minutes to 1 hour, let's say, and you need to do whatever you can do to build up your energy before you go and work and shift all your environment, and then it stay with you all the time. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to explain a little bit about the coffee. I'm doing coffee right now. Hi, Frank. I cannot see properly. Hi. And 1 minute, let me post. So the coffee, wait a minute, and let me see if it's on. So we usually, I know some people they are a bit afraid from the coffee, but coffee is good if you know how to use it. So what we do usually, the best is to get organic, fresh. So you ground it freshly, like I just ground it right now, and I use this technique. I think it's called like espresso sort of thing. Now, one more thing that we add to it is we add butter. It's called Bulletproof. If you heard about it, I will explain more in details in another video why it's important to add a bit of healthy fat. Butter, if it's organic, if it's from grass-fed, it's healthy. So you can add that, and also you can add a bit of coconut oil. That's what they will do. They will reduce the effect of the coffee on your system, and of course, you stop the coffee intake around 3 to 4, so you can get rest, sleep. I know some people also they say, I can sleep, I can drink coffee and I sleep immediately. Yes, you might, but you will not hit the deep sleep, and that will affect your HGH hormone, affect your dream. And you ask those people, their dream is not really clear, or they don't remember it, or they are not beneficial. So that's why we stop the coffee at 3 or 4. Now, I think the coffee is ready. I'm going to show you how I can mix it with the butter and with a bit of coconut oil, and then we'll go to the garden. In the garden, that's what we're going to do tomorrow for the exercise, the Ascension practice. I'll explain why we are starting this. It's important right now to build up a morning practice, so you can take it with you during the day, prepare your manifestation energy, prepare your energy, clean up your system, and of course it build up for the Monday meditation, what we're doing, or when you're joining us, or if you're doing your own meditation, what kind of energy, what kind of high frequency you can bring to yourself, and that will prepare the physical body, emotional body, and astral body. And I can share with you with those universal tools that we are practicing and we are sharing with you. And tomorrow we'll stream a bit of the breathing, the grounding, and we'll explain how important grounding. It's super important physically and emotionally and energetically. Grounding, as simple as I can say it right now, I'm going to show you in the garden in a bit. Just go barefoot. I can show you right now. I'm barefoot, if I can. Ta-da! Where is my leg? See, on the ground, you're walking barefoot. I don't know if you can see. Yes. So touch the ground, ground yourself, feel the earth. That's one of the way, and of course we're going to do it on the garden also. Of course, in the garden is much easier, much even better grounding. Circulating system happens much better. The free radical can be distributed in certain way because you're getting a more important ions from the earth, which is called the negative ions. The positive ion is not good, and so on. And that's one. The second one is the energy of your pranic energy, your energy, your vital energy. When you're doing the grounding, you making the 3 pose, and we're going to explain this tomorrow, and we'll practice it. Who is going to join us? We're going to do it twice a week, every morning. So if you are willing to wake up on the morning, 7:15, we'll be streaming a bit of every time, bit of dose of exercise, breathing, grounding, and so on. So it reminds you to do it. If you start practicing this grounding, even if you start like few minutes, remembering to be barefoot and also energetically open your ground, super powerful, because your energy channels, your vortex that we always talk about, will ground and become stronger. When you don't have the connection with Mother Earth, and we've been receiving a lot of guidance from the elementals, from the Earth, our body, our system, all made from Earth elements, and grounding is one of the powerful way to bring that energy. Your vital energy, your high performance, your even connection with your higher self will be improved because you have to open the channel up and down. And that's the same practice, universal, because it's everywhere. Qigong, whatever you name it, other kind of energy practice is the same things. 3 pose, opening the channel, grounding, also connecting. Even though there's people who knows me, I am usually more connecting with the star and cosmos and stuff. But recently, Mother Gaia, which is, if you know Mother Gaia, we can explain further, which is the higher consciousness of Mother Earth, was channeling through us many times, and we guys giving us a lot of techniques that we need to ground with Mother Earth, we need to connect with her energy, because the element of the Earth is part of our body, our physical body, our molecules, and also our light body. And in one of the channeling I shared in other video, she said, you open up the group that we joined us, you open up a sufficient enough of vortex and portals, but you need my element to awaken fully your light body. And when we start receiving this and start doing more grounding and practices, I notice it on my meditation. I do wake up in the morning, I do my meditation at 4, 5, it depends, sometimes 6 if I'm late. And it was super fast. I noticed it. I was sitting there in complete silence position, and I felt there is an energy moving around me. I know that I can do astral travel or out-of-body experience in a bit of time, but that was super fast. It's like just 10 minutes, 15 minutes maximum. And then I moved, not my physical body, my energy body, my astral body. I moved, walked around in the room, and it was full vivid. And I was like, I've experienced this after a prolonged meditation or sometime in dreams, waking up as astral. But that was super fast. In 15 minutes, I was up in the room. I realized that Mother Gaia was saying before that by that grounding, by that connection, I build up a very strong connection with my astral body where I can literally move my energy hand and do the work. And it was amazing. And so that's why we're sharing with you those practices. We want you to experience it yourself when you're doing your meditation. You see the difference when you're adding those grounding, those techniques to your meditation, to your energy body, to your astral travel in your dream, or in some other techniques that you're using. Alright, so I'm going to show you about the coffee right now. So this is a sort of bulletproof sort of things. When you are drinking coffee, I love coffee, I love also chocolate. I'll show you also my chocolate version. So this is like homemade chocolate with a specific superpower things, bee pollen, cinnamon, coconut oil, pure organic chocolate, and I think I added also maca on it, and honey. So this is my chocolate, for example, with it when I eat, and I drink it with a coffee. Super energizing on the morning. I don't eat on the morning. That's another thing we're going to share with you. Part of We're calling it spiritual nutrition or ascension nutrition, which is a specific way of dealing with the system. On the morning, you don't, yes, I know everyone knows that breakfast is important. Not really. There is a lot of research about something called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is super powerful to burn fat, increase the energy, and in the same time, rejuvenate your cells. The HGH hormone increase in that sense. Cleansing for the toxic, because the body starts using the fat as a source of energy. You become fat adapt, and it cleans a lot of toxins. So every day I'm cleansing toxin from my system by doing the intermittent fasting. And then one of the way is using coffee with a bit of pure organic coconut drop. I will show it to you, and little bit of butter. Now sometimes I add more maca and other stuff, but right now I'm going with only with these. It's super delicious. If you put a little bit and you mix it, I'll show it to you. It's super delicious. And then we'll go to the garden. I'll show you the garden. What is the exercise about the grounding, a little bit about the breathing, a little bit about more tapping on the chakra and the 9 gate. 9 gate is very important if you are very keen about activating your light body, getting more vortex and manifesting. This is how manifestation happen, by our vibrations through the heart, through our light body. I mentioned many things in the same time, I know. So, a bit fast. Okay, so coffee, you can see, fresh, organic, just grounded right now, quickly, and then a bit of coconut and a bit of butter. I will bend a little bit so you can see. Yeah, I guess. So now what I do is like halfway spoon of coconut. I increase more the butter because it's more tasty. So let's say that much of butter. That's it. Now my coffee is a bit more lighter than dark. That's another thing. You can add more cinnamon, you can add cacao. Those all will not disturb the insulin for the morning, so you stay in ketosis. That's what the intermittent fasting, the bulletproof, or what I was mentioning about, a bit more of high performance morning, not the breakfast. Yes, and if you have a question about that, we can explain it. And then simply I blend it. That's it. Of course, you can blend it more to have more like cafe latte. It looks like cafe latte. There is no lactose because, yeah, there is like 0.0 from the butter, but the rest are pure organic fat, healthy fat. They are butter, if it's organic, grass-fed, is very healthy, especially on the morning. If you remember the old days when our, I will not call them ancestor, but let's say your grand-grandfather and so on, they used to drink pure ghee on the morning and they go to the farm because that was a health. They turn that to pure energy on the morning. They get a lot of high performance. So the same things right now, and that's apply till now. And if you want to research, it's called intermittent fasting or bulletproof or high performance. And this is my cafe latte. See, it's pure, nice, and it's tasty. Try it. Superb. Of course, if I add to it small drop of my special chocolate that is pure organic and it has the minimum sweet, because I add only drop of honey and the rest will be stevia and the rest will be coconut oil and other ingredient like cinnamon. So I am more staying in the zone of ketosis. Let's go to the garden so I can talk a little bit about the Ascension project. I was thinking here, clear? You can see me? I'm using microphone, so I think my voice is good. I cannot see you guys if you have any comment. Okay. So one of the way is, if you have a garden, or if you want to join us in the garden, or if you are on the floor, make sure that your floor is full conductive. So for example, if you are in high building, it will not be fully connected unless if you have the wire and stuff. So maybe you go to a garden or to the beach or somewhere where you are more connected with the earth. And then one of the ways is just barefoot and walk on the grass or on the ground, and bring your attention from being in the head to your heart and to your spine, and then ground yourself like a tree. And the moment if you allow yourself to feel it, you'll feel yourself like a tree pose. You feel like the strength, like a tree channeling energy through you, and your knees will bend slightly as you are being held by the earth. That's one of the way. And then of course you can add the breathing. Now, while the movement, you are sending energy, love to the earth and bringing more vital energy. And that's build up the connection with the element of the earth. So tomorrow morning we'll do more of those grounding techniques with more in-depth about how to send through the channels of the spine and the root, and focusing and breathing further and building to the core, the heart core of the earth, which is the crystal core higher dimension, because that way where you get high frequency energy from the earth and vital energy. And then you will notice immediately the buzzing. Many people, they will feel their kundalini start shaking because they're getting strength, vital energy from the earth with the grounding, with this, especially with the tree pose. It's very helpful, very powerful, and give you the strength. It works on many levels. On physical levels, your free radicals and the positive ion that is accumulated in the system, because we are always in our modern life, we are not connected with the earth. We are blocked with the EMF and many other technology, Wi-Fi and so on. So we need to keep the ground, so circulation happening further. And then that one thing. Second one is your body will sense the earth, will know, and your circulation will become much better, because it knows that you can distribute those free radicals or the positive ions that accumulated with the earth. And of course with the breathing, bringing energy, releasing back to the earth. And those will work also on your brain waves, on your focus, on your consciousness focus. Instead of staying in the head and pressure and stress and all this stuff, the moment you touch the ground and do the grounding and the pose, tree pose, you feel all the heaviness sent to the earth, and you are centered back. And the more you allow yourself in that practice, and especially with visualization that you are connecting with the earth, become easy to connect. You start feeling the earth, you start feeling the sole of the feet. And tomorrow we'll walk on it and give you more visualization on it. So it will be at 7:15 with the garden and with whoever coming and join us. And if we go further with more breathing, we go with more yogic breathing, especially for increasing frequency, Kapalabhati or Prasika or many other techniques. We will see what we will go, or maybe fire breathing only. It depends on the crowd. And then we'll go with more tapping on the energy and a little bit of energy channeling. And then we'll finish with a bit of alignment and vortex activation with the Om. So for example, while you're doing this, immediately you feel a lot of energy coming to you, and it is expressed as a vibration inside. You feel like you start tuning with the vibration, tuning with that frequency, and immediately you start feeling the alignment. And with that, the same umming, the same humming or chanting, or Amin if you want to call it, or Amen, you bring alignment and centeredness, and immediately it calms you, the brain waves calm, and you go from this too much beta in the whole day, and you stay centered. And when you go to your work, I used to do this a lot when I had a lot of bigger clients and projects that is intense and timelines. I go there, I'm centered. I remember my other project manager from the client, she will call me, tell me, George, can you come? We have a meeting. I said, do you want me in the meeting? Yeah, I want you to be there. Do I need to be there? There is anything? No, because you are always calming and everything is, the meeting will go well. That's what she was telling me. Because I will go centered. So no matter how they are disturbed, because they are staying in the beta state in our brainwaves and too much thinking and too much disturbance and no connection and no centeredness, when you bring your centeredness, you allow them to settle. The moment you settle, if everyone in the space, and if you notice it in some group meditation, if they are all centering, the energy is settled, everything is good, and the thinking much clearer. So it has many, many benefits. Energy benefit, mental benefit, even emotional benefit. Even if you are overwhelmed with certain emotion, even centering and grounding also will bring you to release whatever emotion that you don't need to overthink of, and you bring more higher emotion. And of course then it will open up your soul gate and earth gate. We'll go into work on the 9 gates also. So that's about the practice for tomorrow. That's a part of it. Of course, will be more. So if you want to join us tomorrow to watch a little bit and be with us, or you want to join us in the garden, 7:15 in Ascension platform. Another thing is soon we'll start also initiating a more regular Monday as an Ascension project. Ascension project will be more a strong dedication for light worker and people who's working on their awakening, manifestation, high frequency manifestation. So you can keep the same rhythms, build up the same frequency during your days, during the weeks. And Ascension project has more important things, because right now as the timeline shifting, as the more awakening happening, and we'll explain this for more people who's more aware about it before we explain it, before I'm just recapping it. So what's happening right now, whoever choosing that high frequency or tapping to your light body or tapping onto that vortex of ascension energy is increasing. So the more you work on it, the more you get in benefit, as we saw before and I shared with you. Mother Gaia was giving techniques, and she was saying, the more you work, the more you connect with your heart and higher heart, where we explained it in the last sessions, and it was there in the Facebook also, in the preview. I explained the higher heart is very important. The more tools will be provided, the more connection with the element of the earth and even elementals, and you can manifest faster. So, and then your manifestation is not happening in the head. You're not going like, oh, I want this car, I want that. It becomes like, I want it. Eternal peace, eternal joy, ultimate happiness and love, and that comes through a beneficial relationship, that comes with more beneficial expression and manifestation, and then you see everything aligned. You don't need a specific small limited things that you think that that's only sustain you. Your higher self and the whole universe will provide you even further what you want as a limited desire. It will provide you more an alignment with everything, and your life will go in alignment. The right people will come to you, the right energy will come to you. Whatever healing you want to work on, you will get all the sign, and so on. And that will take you even further to that you start hearing, you start connecting, and your guides will start communicating with you further and further, because you are not in the lower mind thinking with, let's say, selfish thought. Is not helpful. We know it. The more you open up to your high frequency and alignment, this will always use alignment and harmony, the more you receive much higher benefit, a much higher frequency manifestation that's good for you and good for your people around you and environment. And you'll see people transforming around you, and I mentioned it many times. And if you have any question about this, I'll share with you my stories, and not only my stories, my students' stories, where they shift their life. I remember we were doing a heart resonance, one of the sessions, and we didn't know about the story of one of the students, a friend also. we finished, we were talking about everything was in alignment. The best things will just come to you when you are in this love frequency, in this high energy, in this alignment with the earth and so on. And then as she opened her mobile to put it, to remove the airplane, so to go connected, because we finished the session, and she received the messages, SMS. And she received, I think one of the SMS was that she got her job that she applied just 1 week ago, right in the end of the meditation. And she's super happy about her job right now. We didn't focus just to get a job. We focused on a full alignment that goes with everything. Because sometimes you might get the job, you might get something that you're so focused on, like law of attraction, but it would not be the best beneficial to you. So work on your alignment, work on your heart, work on your frequency, work on harmonious. Those are more important, and open up the channels and know that everything's in the universe working with you. That's more beneficial than just limited focus on the mind. So that's part. This is the garden, and talk a little bit about the coffee. I hope that you enjoy the idea about the coffee. It took still till now as a cafe latte. We'll talk more about coffees next time. If you have any questions, please follow us, and we are doing more videos right now because I have now my portable mobile here, and I hope that the sound is good. I checked it a couple of times. No one mentioned if the sound is good. Azwan, hi man. And I have Aziz, man, long time. He's my best friend from Aleppo. I hope that everything is good. Send you much love, everyone. And if you have any question, again, we'll be more talking about, we try to simplify our terminology, but it is about high frequency. We are in ascension time. We are more connection. We know that the energy works. We know that yoga, meditation is everywhere. I remember 15 years ago when I was just tapping into yoga, and my friend in Facebook was saying, it's like, oh, you're doing something weird and so on. At that time, was not everyone so tuned into that idea of connecting with themselves and yoga, meditation, or frequency or spirituality. And then after a while, man, every poster right now as ad, they're putting someone is meditating, or yoga is the best health. It's being taught right now in places where I remember a doctor was talking, it's like, yeah, yoga is very good for the health and for the mind, meditation. Every high performance entrepreneur or famous people around the world, especially in the public celebrities, they doing yoga or meditation at least once or twice a day. So we know it's good. Now that's one step. That's 15 years ago for me, I would say. There is further that will take you to even further to connect deeper with yourself. That's not only inside, that you realize that there is a multi-dimensional that can be accessed from the inside also all the way out. And so we're trying to simplify our wording, but it is a bit of high advanced terminology. But after a while you realize that you know them. When I said you are multi-dimensional being, you are consciousness, you're connecting with the energy of the earth. If you relax and allow it, you'll know that, yeah, I'm connecting with the earth. We are made from the earth. Our consciousness, our soul gate, our group soul are part of Earth's soul. And all these are part of, I will go further a bit, of the sun soul. The sun consciousness is how we are living. Right now, I'm producing to myself the vitamin D. Right now, those rays from the sun is affecting DNA, building up life. So we are always connected, not only as a physical, on the soul level, on the spiritual level. If you meditate, you will see that you can access the sun portal and can talk to you. If you allow yourself, you'll find it. So we'll talk more about this. If you have any question, come watch us tomorrow. And we'll do more videos about morning practice and about some of the technique of spiritual nutrition or ascension nutrition, some high performance food, high performance tips for more light body activations and manifesting your high frequency energy. And thank you. Cheers. See you next time.